I've got to knock them with this thing here. And it might bust by whacking it. Sit here.
What are you trying to do?
Sit here and watch. I'll show you.
I'm right here.
No, you need to be in frame here.
I don't want to be in the
Just sit down and look at it and see if it was cool or not. You can have your beer.
Well, what do you got here to show me today,
Relax,
sir?
whippersnapper.
What are you doing?
This is what I showed earlier as
Are you filming?
This is a $7 item from that Academy surplus, you know.
That's where you got it?
Crappie pole. And I showed how it extended.
You got it at Academy Surplus?
Yeah. And if you...
I want to get one of these.
The thing is...
I want to get one of these. This would be fun to fish off my dock right there just for
You know, normally you act
and
quite
stuff.
mature. Now we're on film.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is too fragile, you know, fiberglass for whacking the tree. So I want to put metal on it. So how would you do that? Well, these are telescoping.
Couldn't you just leave that one in there and tape it over the top?
There's easier to that. I undo the.
You don't
this
need
is
it that long.
Cool. This is telescoping. It's wider at the bottom, so I want to get at the base. So you unscrew the bottom eventually, and then
push that telescoping part in there.
pull all this shit out. You want to get that smaller one. Let go of that.
Oh, you're just gonna take it out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, just remove it. It'll break off.
This is the part I want to work with. So you see, it's wider. You know, I'm shadow here. It's wider here. This is the piece that I'm replacing. I'm going to replace it with wire. So I straighten out a piece of this and cut it, which I've already done.
And then you're going to run that in there?
Yeah, but the thing is, of course it's going to slip all the way through. It's not sticking, so I need to make it.
Well, it doesn't really need to come out any further. Just leave it in there like this and use this for the whacker.
Who's fucking this monkey? Let me show you something here.
You don't want this anyway.
No.
This isn't going to get anything down.
Looky.
Now this one's pretty rigid, so this would work. And if you want to make it more rigid, just stick that steel in there and tape it over.
You observe. Jeez, this.
And who's running this show?
Yeah.
Who's the real inventor?
By doing this, it'll be automatically perfect.
All right, let's see.
There. That's going to be wide enough to stop right about
You
there.
don't need this end.
So that's too big.
You think you need that?
I want a whacking end that won't break instead of this flimsy piece.
You're going to just...
So I want it to end up with about 1.5 feet sticking out, which would be about breaking that there. Freaking good tape. This is rubber tape. Check this shit out. It's self-adhering. It doesn't have sticky on it. It just melds to itself. It's for underwater repair. But it's rubber, so it needs to be a little slick to go in here, so I'll wet it. I speed on it.
Scotch brand. Uh-oh. There we go.
So now it comes out to right there. So here's my mark. I want to mark that.
Tape that off. Just tape it right there.
Well, I'm going to put a widener on here, right there. How far is that? Okay, from there to here. So there's my spot that I want to wrap a little bit on. Don't move this. Don't move it. Don't move it. Right there. To just widen it a little bit. And also it being rubber. That's fine right there.
Put it in there, you can pull it out.
But because this is fragile, just so it doesn't crack from the whacking metal inside, I'm going to put little buffers in it. Little rubber bumpers. These are rubber. These are cool. It needs to be kind of straight. That's it. Rubber. Yeah, it's sticky rubber, man.
Makes it slip.
Yeah. Well, how about just calling that it? Oh, that's just fine. Okay, we're done.
Tape it right here.
It has tape in there.
I
Remember,
would
I
tape
spaced
over
it.
this to this though.
Sure. You want to hold it so I
That
can do
way
that?
it won't.
You
Well, the
wanna
whacking might
hold
make
in there?
it go loose. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, this will be a stopper.
You don't want it to go back in there or out.
So for the camera.
I would go ahead and put a little bit on the black too.
I did.
Yeah, there you go. Now you got your tool.
Now we're
It
back.
goes back in there just like
Yeah.
like it's supposed to. There we go. There's his whacker. There's his whacker.
So that can whack all at once. It ain't going to shatter. And it's a little weighted too. That's a wicked whacker.
There we go. And now we don't have to call a neighbor to get back.
I got 4 of these fuckers for, excuse me, I've got 4 of these wonderful poles for $7 each at Academy Surplus.
Really?
Yeah.
You want to sell me one for $7?
Yeah, I'll pick up more. I like these things, they're cheap. I think they have many uses. I use them for flying dolphins, catching crappie. Tell me if that stings. Slap the shit out of that and it won't crack. That's a wicked tip. Okay.
We're going to be trying this tomorrow, and then we'll see how it really works when we get ready to whack the pecans out of the trees. Paul's invention, you can make these things available for a very minimal sum to you or anybody else who would be interested in purchasing one. Just contact me.
And you'll put in a $10,000 pecan orchard in the backyard. That's where he makes his money. Just a demonstration. Got it on the nuts. Look at the nuts.
I can clean this off. Bucket off of there.
Alright, then you move to the next one.
Very good. These pecans are no good here? Because they're very lightweight. Very light.
That one tree
Didn't produce.
You can tell how shriveled it is. Those are just shriveled inside the shell. They're pretty light and not very much moisture. You just dump them. Animals will eat them, and we would if that's all we had, but there's a lot of trees here.